behind me is an '09 Jeep Wrangler, which I just finished up not too long ago. It was an interior and exterior detail. Probably one of the top 5 nastiest interiors I've done ever. And not because it was crazy dirty, but because it was very heavily smoked in and there was nicotine covering everything from the ceiling to the floor. So I'm gonna take you through some of the steps that I did and show you the nastiness and show you the end result of how everything turned out. So coming into the interior, it's not crazy dirty inside for the most part. I mean, there's not a lot that needs to be vacuumed. There's just a lot that needed to be scrubbed and cleaned to get all the nicotine off. You can't really see it on the plastics there, but as I scroll up here, the hardtop covered everywhere. So all-purpose cleaner. I used my steamer. Those were kind of the two things that would get a majority of it off. I tried some other products on there, got pretty aggressive with it, and it just wasn't moving. Toward the end of the video, you can see there's still a little bit of the brown that's on there, but it definitely improved and definitely looks a lot cleaner. So I'm pretty happy with how that cleaned up. But I have a towel on the steamer there. I'm just trying to stop a lot of the water and the all-purpose cleaner from dripping back down. This was a pretty nasty spot too, on the sun visor. Again, the steam took it right off without any issues. This is the back part near the rear window of the top itself. So again, the steamer with some all-purpose cleaner, just cleaning that off, spraying down all the panels and scrubbing them with some detailing brushes. Get all of the nooks and crannies and all the different, smaller areas. So after I scrub everything with the brush and kind of wipe it off, I'll come back with the Tornador. Tornador is probably one of the best tools that I purchased. Before that, I couldn't imagine how I was cleaning things without using the Tornador. Kind of crazy, but it's a time saver and it cleans so effectively. Center console, again, I use the all-purpose cleaner and the small detailing brush to get in all those small little areas, and then I came back with the Tornador and a towel and wiped all that off. So after I scrubbed down all the panels, it was time to move on to the upholstery, and I used a Mighty Light 8070 carpet extractor. It's a heated carpet extractor, and my drill brush here. P&S Carpet Bomber is my go-to for scrubbing and cleaning upholstery. So you can see this is the driver's seat, which was probably the dirtiest. Besides, the back seat was pretty bad too. But so I'll scrub everything first and then go right into extracting everything out of the seats. So I'll do a kind of a rinse first and then go back over it a couple times to remove anything else that's still in there. And you could probably see that the water isn't the very cleanest coming out of these seats. It's pretty brown. Again, all of the smoke and just dirt from the previous owner getting in and out, obviously, of the car. But this is my first pass as I go over, kind of slow, just trying to get as much as I can out of the seats. And this is the back seat. Back seat wasn't too bad, but you could see this is the back of the driver's seat, which was pretty dingy also. So this is the rear cargo area that I'm extracting right here. It's always a dirty spot because people are throwing, whatever they have in the back, hauling things around. And this is where the water was the dirtiest. Moving on to the floor mats. So when they're crazy dirty, what I will do is I'll pressure wash them off first. I'll come back and spray them with my carpet bomber, scrub them with my drill brush, and then rinse them again with my pressure washer. After I get as much dirt out as possible, then I will come back with my carpet extractor and remove any of the water that's still in there. I was lucky today, the sun was shining, so after I did rinse them off and extract them, put them out in the sun for a while and let them dry. Now here is the water coming out of my extractor. This is after I completed the entire interior of the Jeep. The water is disgusting, pretty bad. So the next thing is I just bought these. So this is a fan. I got it on Amazon. It's called a Dry Pod, and I was pretty impressed with how well it dried up the interior. I only have one right now, but my plan is to get about 4 of them because you could plug them into each other and dry out an interior a lot quicker, especially in the winter when you don't have the option of putting the car out in the sun and letting it dry before the customer picks it up. All right, so after we get things dried up, then we are using 303 protectant on all of the plastic and vinyl throughout the entire interior. And I use my my used coating towels. I have the IGL coating towels. So after I'm done ceramic coating, they'll get washed and they get retired to just interiors. So I use them. I think they're pretty good for, using it with 303. So here is the hard top on the inside. So you could still see a little bit of brown that's left over, but from what it looked like before, it's a huge improvement. And here's the final look at the clean interior. So on a job like this, it looks pretty good from far away. Underneath these lights, it's black. But when you do get close to it, and the owner had mentioned this, that the clear coat seems to be failing in a lot of different areas. You can see it here on the hood, farther up on the hood here, right there, up here above the window. You can see it there. So I didn't really go crazy on the paint, obviously, because it's going to need to be repainted in certain areas. But on the sides of the car, on the sides of the Jeep here, we were able to do a little bit. I'm pretty sure that this was repainted at some point with a rattle can. That's what it looks like to me. And it's weird because in all these little areas, like around the door hinges, you can see overspray spots. So it looks like maybe those hinges were rusting up at some point, because I feel like this Jeep sat for a while. And they probably just kind of sprayed it really quick, maybe to sell it, or just to hide the rust, make it look good, or not really good, but make it look decent. But you can see all the overspray. It definitely didn't mark any or tape anything off. So the back end of the Jeep, as you can see, is pretty much caved in. There's no back glass. The owner of the Jeep, he just purchased it, wanted to get it cleaned up first, get the interior especially cleaned, and see what I could do with the outside. But all around the outside of this, and you'll see in one of the pictures that I put up, there was duct tape, which was holding plastic for a temporary window. So I had to remove all of that, and you can see there's a little bit that's still left on here. This piece is going to be repainted, fixed, replaced, whatever. So I didn't take that tape off, but that looked like the same thing all the way around. And what I've been using is this. Found a website online. This is a specialty adhesive remover. They also have a road paint remover, which works awesome. I have that right here. It is called Tech 307. Traffic paint remover. You can't see with that tape on there, but you get the idea. Very, very, very good stuff. I used it on a couple vehicles so far. Last week I have a couple more road paint vehicles coming in, and I was pretty surprised. I mean, if it's heavy on any of the plastic trim or on the paint, it's kind of rough to get off. But if it's just a small little splatter, put a little bit of that Tech 307 on there. It's like a gel. Let it sit, and I'll have to make a video when one of my road paint vehicles comes in next week and update everybody on that. Found it online. I'm pretty happy with it. I actually just ordered a couple more, so I have them in stock here. So here's a quick look at the adhesive that was left over from the duct tape that I was able to get off with that adhesive remover. It was all the way around the perimeter of the rear window. So this is a little before I did any polishing to the paint. You can see some of the areas where the overspray is. There were some small surface scratches. Again, we weren't trying to knock all those out. We weren't doing a full paint correction on this. This is not the vehicle for that. But I used 3D1 with a blue Lake Country cutting pad with my Rupes polisher, and then came back with a sealant. So going into this, the owner didn't have the highest expectations for the paint. Just wanted to make it look decent, and that's basically all I did. I spent most of the day just on the interior. I didn't spend a ton of time on the exterior. Gave it a quick one-step polish, threw a coat of sealant on it, and I mean, it looks decent. It's fine. We weren't expecting miracles here, but there are a lot of pieces that are gonna need to be repainted. I don't know what the plan is for the customer to do with this Jeep, but polish out the headlights a little bit. They were a little foggy. Went over some trim. All right, so thanks for watching. Hopefully my video showing you a couple little tricks and things that I've done to clean the interior of this help you along the way, or maybe it's just really satisfying for you to watch someone else clean someone else's mess. But thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.